So here's a massively unpopular opinion in Valorant. Aim is not king. All right, chill. I can hear the nerds throwing their keycaps at me right now. Is that statement true 100% of the time? Not really, but I just want to get you in the right mindset for this video. I was streaming recently when a viewer chatted something like, "I suck at Valorant, my aim just sucks." I normally don't do this, but I stopped what I was doing, booted up a custom match, and invited him to do some 1v1s with me. So you're gonna hold the site. You can hide anywhere on the site, and I'm just gonna push the site, and that's it. But here's the thing is, you're gonna use a Vandal, and you're not gonna play like this. You know what I mean? You're not gonna play like crazy recoil. You're just gonna be going for that one tap headshot, you know what I mean? That's all, and we're gonna run this like 30 times, you ready? So, because if I know you're gonna peek that angle, it's gonna be really easy for me to kill you, you know what I mean? Nice, perfect, dude. Oh. Ready. I dinked you through that, Jesus. All right, I'm gone. Ready? Okay. Were you just getting information? Or
no,
were you trying to
actually
get
cheeky.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Okay.
You can't jump shot with the Vandal. So my natural aim was a lot better than his, which is why I was winning fights even though he had the defensive advantage. But I noticed that he was making one big mistake, and this is a mistake that I see happening more often than not in Valorant. It's not even more often than not, it's like 90% of the time, and that's defensive crosshair placement. This is completely different than normal crosshair placement. Everyone already knows about crosshair placement, but nobody incorporates defensive crosshair placement. And half the time in Valorant, you should be defending. So why should your crosshair placement only be good when you're pushing a corner or when you're attacking? All right, let me try to give you some quick tips here, okay?
Okay.
So one thing I noticed you doing is that you peek an angle, fire, and then you come back in, but then you immediately peek back again. That's called re-peeking, and it's a little dangerous because you know that their crosshair is going to be right there when you peek. So you're basically giving them a free kill. So when you peek, you kind of want to try peeking a different angle. You know what I mean? You want to keep your opponent on your toes. The other thing is that you could afford to be getting some free kills on me when I peek this angle here. You just got to make sure to keep your crosshair at head level and keep it a little bit off of that corner, of that edge. If I'm right here, so stand right about where I am, you probably want to keep your crosshair right about on that. So I'm going to try running around this corner, and I want you to one tap me as I run. It's going to be a hard shot, but I want you to just to get an idea of like how doable it is. You're just literally waiting for me to come into that crosshair, and then you're firing. Ready? Okay, so try moving your crosshair a little bit to the left because it seems like I was moving too fast.
And
Ready?
so that's like my reflex time. How do you just improve that? Just time and practice?
One of the easiest way to improve is to incorporate your reflex time into your defensive crosshair placement. Like there are like legendary CS players who would hold with like a Desert Eagle, which is like the sheriff. They would hold, so from where you're standing, they would keep their crosshair right here. Look at that. Right there. And you're like, that's so far from the corner, but they're just like, listen, I know what my reflex time is. And they would dominate. Further off the corner than you feel comfortable with, okay?
Oh, I
ready?
got far.
All right, ready?
Let's go.
Notice that right there. I told him to keep his crosshair off the corner than he even felt comfortable with, and his reaction time still wasn't enough. Again, this issue is not limited to just this one dude. It's something that I see all too much in ranked Valorant.
Ready?
Almost. Ready?
Yeah.
Almost. See, his crosshair is still not far away enough from the corner. So here's what I think is happening with this player and with most players that make this mistake. We massively overestimate how good we are at Valorant. More specifically, we overestimate how good our reaction time is. As humans, the average reaction time is about 250 milliseconds. Listen, just accept that number and don't
fight it. Now, whenever I blurt out this number, there's always hordes of people that take to the comment sections to say that either they or some pro has a god level reaction time of under 200 milliseconds. I even had a guy that was admittedly joking, but he said that he was hitting 50 milliseconds on the human benchmark. Keep in mind that clicking a button when watching a big red screen go to green is a lot easier than firing an operator shot at the perfect moment while aiming in Valorant. I actually watched a video on YouTube that cataloged a lot of CSGO players' reaction time with the op, and it found that while there are instances of players hitting under 200 milliseconds, the majority of shots, and this is in pro level CSGO, the majority of shots are hit from 250 to 350 milliseconds. These are pro players, everybody. Here's the other thing. The very fact that there are hordes of people who want to argue with me about how good their reaction time is and about how the 250 millisecond thing is BS, that actually proves my point, because the majority of these people miss their defensive shots. Heck, the majority of most people miss their defensive shots in low level and mid level Valorant. Just try it. Next time you're dead and you're spectating somebody in Valorant, if they're holding a corner, notice to see how far they're holding their crosshair off the corner. They're probably holding it pretty tight. Then when an enemy peeks the corner, see if they hit their first shot. They probably won't hit it because that enemy is going to fly around the corner and they're not going to have the reaction time to flick in time to get that first shot hit. And that first shot hit is super important.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna get it. This time I'm gonna walk it, okay?
Okay.
Boom. It's hard to hit the running ones, but if you can at least get the walking ones, it's better than nothing. Because people walk a lot in this game, especially when they should not be walking. All right, let me just gauge like the skill level of that shot. Why don't you run that corner, okay? I just want to make sure that I'm not giving you like an impossible shot here. Whenever you're ready. All right, cool. So yeah, you just need to improve on your reaction time. Let's run this like 5 or 10 more times, all right?
All right, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Dude.
Boom, baby.
Hell yeah. Let's do it a few more times. Ready? Try Burt. Like try going for a recoil control. Like still go for that headshot, but then you can go into a recoil control if you need to, okay? Beautiful. Dude, you're getting it, man. You're getting it.
Yeah, this
Nice.
is helping a lot.
At this point, things are suddenly clicking for our player, and he's understanding that with strong defensive crosshair placement, he can win fights even if his opponent is better than him.
Let's do some more 1v1s. Almost. Whenever you're ready.
Ready.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Ready.
You're getting it, dude.
Yeah, I'm really happy too. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, no problem.
I'll give you a free drum lesson if you want.
All right, last one. Ready? It's for all the cookies. Let's go. Oh! If I'm running a corner, he knows I'm coming, and he holds the right crosshair, incorporates the reaction time, what am I gonna do? I'd have to use my abilities, but we kind of have a mutual agreement that we're not gonna use abilities, but you know, you get the point. Pure mechanics.
So there you have it. Our player went from consistently losing defensive fights to consistently winning defensive fights with no change to his raw aiming skill. All of the changes made were strategic, and he found that he can win a lot more fights than he thought by working with that defensive crosshair placement. So hey, if you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Leave a comment below if it helped. Actually, just leave a comment below no matter what. And check out my Twitch stream where stuff just like that happens regularly. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Peace and love.